Well, hello. Welcome back to Mindfulness Monday with Johnny Tiger on April 11, 2022. I fully intended for this to be Soul Search Sunday yesterday, but by the time everything was finished, it was getting way too late, and I really didn't feel like trying to force this out of myself and maybe risking a subpar episode. So I thought, well, it can wait. So now here we are, Monday evening, another relatively sunny day coming to an end. It's still pretty cold outside here in British Columbia, but it's slowly getting better. Slowly. Although my good friend Darren, who went to one of the Vancouver Islands uh, this last weekend, reported that when he was there, one of the towns called Parksville, it actually snowed. Imagine that. Snow here in on the west coast of Canada, in almost the middle of April. Isn't that crazy? I don't know, have any of you ever felt this way in your life? That maybe criticizing someone, maybe you look at some friend of yours, or maybe relatives, or maybe someone who's a total stranger, and you say, how come that person is so greedy? How come that person is so greedy? I remember once upon a time, he or she was content with having this. And now look at them. They want more and more and more. What's going on? You give them an inch and then they want a foot. You give them a foot, they want an arm or whatever. But I think if we look back in our own life, you will notice that even we ourselves do not escape this pattern. And there's no mistaking in it. There is a pattern. It's got very little to do with greed. It has very little to do with contentment or the lack of. Biologically, we human beings are programmed into our DNA this innate need for improvement, this need for needing more. And we should be thankful that that programming is here in our DNA. Because without it, we wouldn't be here today. Without this need for wanting more, without this need for exploration, without this need for reaching further, then we would have still been content living up there in the tree, scratching each other's butt and trying to eke out a living and feeling happy and content being, well, most like monkeys. So, how does this need work? How does need really work in a human society? Well, surprise, surprise, it has been cataloged and researched, and it has been compressed into a nice little package that I'm going to present to you guys today. Now, maybe next time you wonder about it, you wonder how come you're unhappy, how come you're unsatisfied, or maybe you wonder about how come so and so is so dissatisfied with everything. Maybe so and so is so unhappy, but you want to know why. Why are they unhappy? Maybe you can think back on this little model, this pyramid of human need that I'm going to present to you today, and you will find that in most cases, it's going to fit. It's going to fit one of these patterns. It's going to fit on one of these levels of this pyramid. The pyramid of human need comes in six levels. Now, some levels for some people uh, may be in different order, but for the most part, it will follow the pattern I set out for you guys today. So here we go. The pyramid of human need. Level one, the base level. The base level is the need for basic necessity. The need for basic necessity. This is luckily for most of us here in North America, we have forgotten what that is like. Here in North America, most of us we think we have we know what it's like, but most of us really don't. The need for basic necessity is at the level where you need food, you need water, you need a place to live, you need a sexual outlet, you need to meet your reproductive obligation. That is the basic need of necessity. In other words, the need for survival. Like I said, here in North America, most of us don't know what that is like. I have faced starvation and homelessness before, but even then, I will tell you that I've only glimpsed very briefly this level of need. So this is very, very basic stuff. The need for basic necessity, the need for survival. This is level one of the pyramid of human need. Level two is a need for comfort. And this is actually where most of us think we are at when we think. This is where we are at when we think that we need basic necessity. We are actually on level two when most of us, when we think that we have uh, checked out level one, when we think we know what level one is like. Actually, most of us is level two. The basic need for comfort. Now that you have food to eat, now that you're not going to starve to death, how about have some meat on the table rather than just eating crackers every day? Now that you have water that you can drink, how about have some extra water that you can wash and bathe in? Now that you have a place to call your shelter, how about have a house that you can be warm? How about you have a bed that you can lay down in? This is level two of the pyramid of human need, the need for basic comfort, the need for comfort. Uh, some of us, some of us have experienced this need in a more intense way. Some of us have never actually experienced it. But this is for here in North America. This is what most of us, as low as we go down to. We are very lucky. Number three, the third level is a need for security. After you have your basic necessity, after you get comfort, now comes number three, the need for security. Now it is no longer important, now it's no longer enough that you get a meal. Now it's no longer enough that you get meat with that meal. Now you're worried about how to make sure other people don't take away your spoon and fork and knife. Now it's no longer enough just have a place to sleep. Now you have a place to sleep and a bed to sleep in. Now you have to worry about defending this place, that other people are not going to come in and take what you have. Now it's not just that you have water to drink and water to bathe in. Now you have to worry about making sure you pay the water bill. So you keep having this water, so it's not going to get taken away. Now this is a level that a lot of us are dealing with every day. This is a level that I think the most common uh, for us here in North America. Most people, this is the concern every day is a need for security. That is level three. Moving up, level four. Now we are moving into some more existentialism, socialism, category because level 4 is the need for a social circle. The need for a social circle. Now that you have food, you're not going to starve to death, and you have meat so that food tastes good, and now you have a security, you have a job, so you can make sure you keep buying meat, you keep buying food, so you are secure. Now you suddenly that is no longer enough. Now you need friends. Now you need social media. Now you need someone you can talk to, someone you can listen to. You need a circle to run in. You need a group. This is the need for social circle, the need for social interaction. Um, some people, myself included, may say or may like to think that we don't go through this level, but we actually do. Uh, if I don't, then I wouldn't be here making video. If I don't, then I wouldn't be trying so hard to uh, uh, get my self-defense night strike group to do things with. So no matter how introverted you may be, no matter how much of a hippie you may be, no matter how much of a recluse uh, you may be, there is that need that will come up is a need to hear another human voice, the need to know what other human beings are up to. This is a need for social interaction, for social circle. That's level 4. Level 5. Once you have that social circle, once you have that social interaction, now we come to the need for social status. For social status. Now it is no longer enough to just hear another human being. Now it's no longer enough to just talk to another human being. Now you want some kind of status to make yourself feel wanted, needed. You you no longer just need other people to just be there. Now you need other people to need you. You need to be someone's wife. You need to be someone's boyfriend or girlfriend. You need to be someone's husband. You need a social status where you can call your own title. Most of us end up with multiple social status, multiple titles, and this is something that uh, come right on the heel of establishing a need for social interaction, social circle, as now you have the need for social status. Number 6, the top of the pyramid is a need for a meaning. Now, this is something that really, really uh, human. I don't know if any other animals have advanced enough to this level, these top levels of need. I mean, other animals have all the uh, lower five. The lower five animals know about survival. They have the basic need. Animals want better food, so they want basic comfort. Just look at a cat. They definitely know about basic comfort. Animals know about the need for security because they are very good at protecting what's theirs. Animals need social interaction, and animals definitely understand social status. However, this last tier number 6, level number 6, may be something that's exclusively human, the need for meaning. And this is when you have your social status, when you have your social circle, when you have your job security, when you have all the basic needs you have, and suddenly you feel, oh my God, I'm so unhappy because there's no meaning to my life. I need to do something. I need to leave a legacy behind. I need to do something so the world know who I am. Now, this is something that some people never get to this point. But if you know what this is like, then congratulations. If you know what it's like to need and want meaning, then you most likely have fulfilled the first 5 level, you have conquered the first 5 level. Maybe there will be issues randomly and occasionally, but for the most part, you are secure enough, you are high enough on the pyramid, so you worry about level 6. the need for meaning, for the need for the world to know about you, the need for there to be a legacy. Um, Singers and uh, some politicians, artists, philosophers, a lot of people, once they get to the top five level, they start to reach out and want to do something. And sometimes these are met with resistance from their friends. I personally have been asked many times, why won't you just sit down? Why won't you just be relaxed? Why do you always have to do something? Why do you always have to reach out and mess around and volunteer and create videos and stuff like that? That is why, because I am lucky enough that right now I have food in my kitchen. I have good ingredients to make good food. I have comfortable place to sleep in. I have security that I'm going to be able to defend my place. I'm going to be able to keep making money to feed myself. I have a great social circle of friends around me, and I have, thanks to my friends and those around me, some very good, very satisfying social status that I can call my own. So now I look for that meaning. I look to make a difference in the world I live in. So there you have it. This is a very simplified, very condensed, but very complete model of basic human need. Uh, Level one is a need for basic necessity and survival. Level two, the need for comfort. Level three, the need for security. Level four, the need for social interaction. Level five, the need for social status. And level six, need for meaning. Thank you for checking out today's Mindfulness Monday. I hope this has been, if not strictly educational, at least entertaining. I'll be back again tomorrow for some Tactical Tuesday. For now, have a good night.